We're Chico and Moritz, and today there's gonna be another monstrous climb by Moritz.
So happy I got on that 10A.
We're taking you to a remote spot called Aberdeen Columns, and then we meet up with some friends who live full-time in their RV. We thought the wildfires were the only obstacle for us, but BC had a different welcoming party in mind. So it is like 2 a.m. and Moritz has been fighting these really tiny, but some not tiny, flies that have just infested our box. We parked using iOverlander and found a spot, and we hadn't been able to sleep for like the past since midnight because they're just like gnawing on our ankles and wrists, and it's also really getting really hot in here, which would be bearable if we could wear short sleeves, but there's stuff just eating me. So we're gonna drive on. Not like the greatest thing that we want to show you guys, but like this is the reality of van life sometimes. We just entered BC, and yeah, the same issue here with finding places to boondock at. So hopefully we'll be able to find something soon, because I feel like crap. You know me, if I don't get my sleep, I'm not human. I'm not human.
So we found a truck stop now, a rest area, and they're still around in here, so I'm gonna kill all those, and then hopefully we'll find some rest without any new ones appearing.
And Moritz gets the bed all to himself because I just have no patience for hot.
No.
Yes, yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Should I hide away forever? Should I close my eyes and never again hold you tight, call you mine, think about you every time I remember that it's over.
Welcome to beautiful British Columbia. This will be our first video here. We've been caught in the smoke because of the wildfires, so just spending time staying alive and not climbing as much as we really want to. We are heading over to Aberdeen Columns today. These are basalt columns, new style of climbing, new style of rock. We don't know what to expect, but we're excited to find out and share with you what we find. So let's get there.
Anyway, you get the picture right. People love to hate a play no matter wrong or right. What I like makes no difference. As they go, get a life. I go. Yeah, I go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, go.
We have gone to Aberdeen Columns, but it looks like there are a lot of people on the trail right now, and we still haven't had lunch. So we're gonna start today by making some udon noodles. I haven't had udon noodles in so long, and since we're on the road, we have to cook everything ourselves. We are missing my father, who is a dim sum chef, and he usually cooks awesome meals for us. So today we're gonna do a soy sauce, kimchi, garlic pesto, stir fry with udon, and some bay scallops because I didn't want to peel any shrimp. For the vegetables at play, we've got some sugar snap peas, zucchini, green onion, and carrot. So when I prepare snap peas, I just grab the end with the, I don't know what you call it in English, but in Cantonese it's grab the ding. It's a funny and you pull down on it, and that removes like the stringy bit on the inside, then you're not like gnawing through it. So let me just quickly do all of that. That too also works. I've just diced the zucchinis and hacked the snap peas in half. The carrots I've thin sliced because they do take a while to cook. And for the green onions, there's a little bit for garnish, but the bigger chunks I'm going to throw into the pan itself so that they can cook. Did we show them what happened with the kimchi last time?
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let us roll some old footage for you. It was freaking hilarious. Oh my, is it gonna explode on me?
Well, let's let the pressure come up first. Interesting, there's so much pressure. That's how you magically increase your kimchi yield. Are you so happy the jar didn't explode?
I know! We were making a bomb in our fridge unbeknownst to us. Oh my god, this is actually hilarious. So I don't know if all of you guys know what udon is, but it's a Japanese style noodle. And it's an extruded noodle made of wheat flour. So they come in really, really, really long strands, and you're supposed to try to, like, when you eat it with soup, like slurp up the entire noodle in one go, but I can never do that. So one thing I'll do, I'm gonna cut it into 3 chunks so that we don't have to do the crazy slurpathon as we eat later. Am I breaking some like rule here by doing this? Udon's a little bit dry and I need it to cook and release itself from each other, so I'm just going to add some water. And while the udon is cooking, I'm just going to prep the kimchi that I'm going to throw into it. Usually if we have more water, I would just take a bunch out and hack it up on the cutting board, but it takes quite a bit of water to clean. And we've noticed that when living in this camper, cleaning our dishes actually use up the most water, like even more so than me washing my hair. Well, we're eating all of it. I don't think it'll last anyway. So the last special ingredient is sambal olek. It's a chili sauce. No, I was looking towards you for permission to add more. Oh, too late. Added a lot now. Et voila! We have a scallop stir fry with udon and kimchi, a major fusion of quite a few ingredients here, but hopefully it's tasty.
Very good.
Ready to go climbing?
Ready. First, we gotta climb the cave.
Why did we go out the back door?
I don't know.
So this area is called Aberdeen Columns, and it's just a whole stretch of basalt columns We haven't climbed basalt before. It's a style of climbing called crack climbing and shroud climbing. So actually, Moritz, what's your goal today?
Well, I could try and push my trad grade a bit. So far my hardest climb was a 9. There's a couple of 10s I could potentially get on and see if that's my new highest trad grade.
How do you feel?
I really have to touch the rock and see how badly I suck at it, or if I'm gonna attempt some.
Walking closer to the edge than we really should. Why do we let our hearts break out there time and time again?
Oh, wow. Head on some easier climbs to warm up on. And look how cool this is. This whole thing, it's like a single pillar that you could see through. Whoa.
A shout out goes out to Aaron, who hooked us up with this nice pair of crack gloves. So as you jam your hand into the crack and like do weird things to have it stuck in there, you really like screw up all your knuckles. With these crack gloves, they protect you from all the abrasion you'd otherwise get on your hands. Obviously I've never been fighting anyone. Yeah, this was fun. Interesting style. Like, this was not too much jamming, I only did a little bit, but still. Here's a new type of climbing for us.
I've never led anything higher than a 5, I want to say 5.5 on trad, because I'm a little chicken. Beep! I'm too lazy to put that in after. So yeah, we'll see if this goes. It was good. It was good. It was easier than I thought. I think I just like feel more comfortable on the rock now. I just felt like super solid. So I'm really proud of myself for not losing my crap on the wall. And yeah, got some good placements. So I'm really proud of myself.
Pretty sure it's those crack gloves.
Yeah, they made you just like, and it's just like not going anywhere. It's so awesome. You can see there's a little bit of scuff on there. Bam, bam.
That the rope gets snagged at literally every crack that's on this wall. There's thousands of them.
Well, what are you gonna do about it? Free solo. Up to release our rope that is stuck. Moritz, you ready?
Yeah, this looks quite a bit taller than what we just did. I think this is the 10A, so I'm gonna just go for it and see where I fall out of the wall. The gear here seems to be very safe, at least.
But please still don't fall.
Yes.
How are you feeling? Nervous, confident?
I think fairly confident. Otherwise I wouldn't hop on it.
Okay. Alrighty, well I will catch you
Yes.
if you fall. How romantic. How do you feel?
Good. My first 10A trot crack climb. I mean, also my first 10A ever climb in trot, but we also hardly ever crack climb because we don't have these awesome parallel cracks. In Toronto, no. Yeah, the lower section was a bit sketch, so I 8-clipped one of my cams, and then higher up it was very solid. Worked really well.
What thoughts go in your mind? Were you like, oh, my feet hurt, oh, my hands, what if I slip? Or
No,
it's just like pretty quiet up there?
I used Janet's advice, which was relax.
Yeah, their words were relax.
Relax.
Alright.
And if you relax, it works.
So you totally deserve the cake tonight.
Ah.
I've never crack climbed, and I have tiny hands, and my hands have a tendency of going whoom, down the parallels. So I'm just gonna top rope this. I think one win between the two of us on road to pitches is probably enough that all of you guys can handle. Just copping out here.
All
But
right.
yay, let's go!
Up there.
Cutting the power lines, we're done talking about it. A spark turns into fire, and we're not sorry about it. If you're not sleeping tight, you know we're onto something. You hear the streets are crying, ocean turns into fighting. Take.
Yeah. Gonna stretch a bit, but yeah.
Ow!
What happened?
I don't know how this part massive take, please.
1 sec. Yeah.
Ow!
Take it to the streets, hit, control the wheel. Take it to the streets. Hit, control the wheel.
So, what do you think?
I think you did a phenomenal job leading that. Take. Massive take. It was scary because, like, I don't know, how did you hand jam? Like, I had to, like, squeeze my thumb in. And, yeah, and even when I was doing this, if I relaxed it any bit, it was like, so I was like, ugh. Like, and it was just using all of this, like, muscle that I had never used before. And then I couldn't jam like this. I had to jam like this for the extra, like, it was a lot of fun. It really stretched me in terms of, like, climbing style. I'd never done anything like that before.
Yeah, it's really new to us.
Yeah. So I'm so impressed that you were able to lead that despite it being new. Which means you should be able to lead everything else.
I'm excited now to find more of this stuff on our trip. There
Yeah.
should be a ton of stuff
at like Frenchman's
Around,
Coulee
yeah.
and Washington. There's a ton of
Yeah.
crack climbing in Squamish. So
Well,
send
we
you
have
up
the
that
gloves. We know what to do now, more or less.
it's honestly a sufferfest. If any
It
of you
is,
guys
yeah.
climb crack, it's not even like burly feeling. Like you're just like, this friggin' hurts so much, and then you just like squeeze yourself up.
I gotta mention though this, I don't know, not so or semi-famous German climber who said, "You don't need to protect cracks, cause there's no way you're gonna fall out of one."
You just go like you just like slip right out, and then you turn into, I don't know, human patty. All right. Well,
Anyways, yeah, let's wrap up, and we will meet with some friends.
in Sycamore, so you guys will get to meet them and see how their lifestyle is living in an RV, kind of like a camper, but
I think it sounded way bigger than ours.
yeah, it did. So we'll see what's going on there. Okay.
All right, catch you in a bit.
Wow, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's so smoky here in the Okanagan Valley. I just found out, one of my friends messaged me and he said, Smokanagan. Enjoy the Smokanagan. The sun is just glowing orange and it's a little eerie. My lungs are feeling a little itchy. They're a little like, I had asthma as a kid, so they feel affected. I don't know even what the word to describe it. Like my chest is itchy on the inside. Yeah, we'll be there soon. Soon. All right, we made it. Yay! Everyone, this is Cynthia and
Tommy.
turns out that they have a gigantic trailer RV and not the self-contained camper we thought that they had. So now we're gonna get a tour of their home.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the outside, this is our truck. We also bring a small motorcycle around because we like to do like off-roading stuff. And it's also convenient when you're far away from town like this, it just, instead of having to bring the truck. This is like my little exercise mat where I like to exercise every day.
Your outdoor gym.
Yeah.
Where's the squat rack? You have so much space, you totally could.
I wish.
Oh my god, you have a doggo! Hey, buddy! What's her name or his name?
Her name's Candy Bear.
Her name is Candy Bear. Hey, Candy Bear! Say hi to everyone on Road to Pitches. You're famous! Now you're famous!
5 minutes of fame.
Wow, this
Yeah,
is
it's,
luxury!
pretty big. We upgraded from a smaller RV, so this is like, it has the dual slides, which is really, really nice. And then, yeah, the dual slides just make so much.
Yes,
Are you
we're
excited?
intruding.
You want to say hi?
Hey, cutie pie. Wow, you have so much space here.
Yeah, so this is our workspace setup. Normally it has a couch, but we took it out so that we could.
How long have you guys been living in, like, doing the RV life for?
4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, before COVID, we were doing a lot of traveling overseas, so we weren't really spending as much time in our RV. But obviously, with COVID, we got to explore BC a lot more, which is really nice.
Yeah. I'm so excited for the hot shower.
Yeah, it's on demand. When we bought the RV, we were like, oh, we want something we could just turn on all the time. And then we actually didn't really know about the on-demand thing. And they're like, oh, it's amazing. And now we're just like super happy about it.
Yeah, it's like, why do people slave away for 15 months to build camper vans when you can just have this?
Yeah, it's a lot less versatile than just like driving away with yours though. But
Fair.
if you're gonna spend a lot of time in it, then something like this is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you work in it. So this is our bedroom. Some of the bigger ones actually have another slide in the bedroom and it goes out even bigger, but then our truck can't handle anything super heavy, so we're limited by the weight.
Yeah. What made you guys choose RV life to begin with?
It's kind of an accident, I think. Right?
You did it by accident.
Yeah, we were just renting our place on Airbnb, and you know, when it's rented out, we got nowhere to go, so you know, we were like, let's get a camper, and yeah, that's one of the reasons why we did it.
So you kind of fell into it and you're like, wow, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah, so we actually decided to buy an RV and went traveling in the US for like 6 months. and did the West Coast and South, and then just like totally fell in love with the lifestyle. And then we're renting our house out on Airbnb a lot, and so sometimes we'd actually stay in the backyard in our camper while we were renting out the house. So it was interesting times, I will say. It's funny because like so many people think it's so alien, right? Like I'm sure you guys have that experience as well, where they're like, okay, so you could live in a house, but you're living in this like tiny little place. Like, why would you want to do that?
Yeah. Do you have wine glasses in here?
We do, yeah. So we have, so we have all this, but then we actually do secure it with this thing, so that just because this is glass, so we don't, so it doesn't break. But I remember in our camper, because it's such a small space, like we barely had anything. Yeah.
So what are your guys' like grand, aspirations for travel, for life?
Oh man, my ideal life would be living and moving around from place to place, like every month or every 6 months, and then like kind of like what we do, but just overseas.
Everywhere in the world, I guess, right? Not just an RV.
Yeah.
It would be nice to get an amphibious RV. You just
Oh
go in the
yeah,
water.
that would be
and
amazing. Yeah. Actually, we've been looking at yachts, because then it's like, oh, imagine if you could live in a boat and travel that way, right? That would be so
That'd be pretty
amazing.
cool.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
What is it that you guys do for a living without exposing any trade secrets?
I run a startup. We focus on analytics, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
And I work for a US company, a tech company, so I also have the flexibility of
Okay, any parting words for friends on Road to Pitches?
Definitely buy an
Do
RV.
it.
Yeah.
Buy an
Just,
RV,
like,
get
it's
on
not
the
that-
road,
Yeah.
do it.
I think there's like this mental block that everybody has about living a nomad life or giving up a normal life and traveling. But once you do it, it's really not that hard, right? Like I think it's a mental block that once you overcome it, you just realize you can always go back to your old life, but then you're gonna regret never having taken the leap to do this.
She just dropped the bomb there. You're gonna regret not doing it.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you guys for the tour.
Thanks for spending time with us.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
And another awesome day on the rocks.
Another monstrous climb
Yeah, I'm
by Morris.
so happy I got on that 10A, and this is my first 10A trad climb. So, and my first crack climb as well. Like, we don't have these rocks in Toronto, as I mentioned.
Yeah, the rock was so amazing. The colors, I just could not, the colors just like blew my mind that existed in nature.
Really hope it comes out on the camera. It's the brightest yellow you could imagine.
Yeah, and the oranges and the reds, and then there's like a purple flower as well. But anyway, we hope you enjoyed having lunch with us as well and meeting our friends in their RV living situation, which is also so inspiring for us. Maybe down the line, that's what we'll do. But if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and
Yeah, let us know in the comments, what do you think?
all right, we'll see you on the next Road to Pitches adventure.
Bye.
Bye.